Welcome to WTF. I'm Alan Stevens and I'm here with Angela Heiser and with Chris Willems. Today we want to talk about email deluge. I don't know about you guys, but I am fed up with the number of emails that are coming through in a continual, well, it's almost a waterfall of email problems. Now, we've both been talking about it, or three of us have been talking about it before. Chris, what have you found?
I found bucket loads of emails every morning, every day, every night. It's just ridiculous. The amount of time we have to waste just deleting irrelevant emails. And often it's not even a subscription thing. You just, you just get deluged with emails from people you've never heard of who want to do business with you. But it's appalling and it wastes our lives and you never get that time back. It's disgusting.
I find that just deleting them, takes so much time. So what I do now is I wait until I have a few thousands and then I sort them alphabetically and then I mark, top and bottom, and then I just delete, 200 in one go. And that also, you know what? I don't know about you, but I miss emails that are addressed to me because there are so many that I scroll through that are not addressed to me, that are newsletters or something else. And then I miss one that is like the one that you sent. Alan sent one like moving times and all of that. And I completely missed that one.
Yeah.
But I see the newsletters that I really don't care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're coming through in a flood. I'm finding that, like you, Angela, every morning the inbox is full, but not only the inbox, the spam folder, which is now become my second inbox.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, I'm receiving well over 100 emails a day. It's ridiculous. And when I get promotional emails from somebody and 2 or 3 of them in the one day, I think, what the hell are you doing? Because you've lost, you damage your reputation because people don't think about, well, I've got to send these messages out, but how many other messages are people receiving?
That's right.
I know we've gone from being supposed to be, what is it now? So many, it used to be 3 to 7 touch points. Then it went from 7 to 24. Now they're talking about 80.
Yeah. 80.
80. This is ridiculous.
I tell you quite honestly, I have had an email, like there's a product that I really like. I like necklaces. This woman makes beautiful necklaces, but she started sending me 3 emails a day. And I wrote her an email and said, I love your product. I think you're doing beautiful things, but I will unsubscribe and I will forego special offers and all of that because I just can't afford to delete all of these emails and read these emails because I'm interested. I want to read them. It's just too much time. I can't do it.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing about spam folders is that our systems decide what's spam and what's not. And you still got to spend time checking it because there'll be something in there you go, that's not spam. And so, but the IT people have determined that it's spam and you don't want to see this. Well, actually I do. But I don't have to spend 3.5 hours trying to find it, in case I miss something. It's crazy. And that's the thing about it, because we're deluged with these things. It's a tsunami of email.
Yeah,
we can miss, as you do. We miss things that are important.
Just absolutely. The
other
thing that
sorry, Angela, go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing is too that with marketing, people have been told that it takes so many touch points. And that's the reason why it takes so many touch points, because people started sending so many messages out that people started ignoring them, which automatically pushed the number of touch points even further and further out. It's a self-fulfilling problem. Yeah. And this is something that's really causing problems as well. But, to the marketers out there who are sending 2, 3 emails in the one day, I've got to a stage now that I will create a folder just for all of those, and it goes straight into there. So I don't have to go through and see who's who. I just go and delete the whole lot, which means if they have sent me a personal message, I probably won't see it. But I don't think I'll be doing business with somebody who's trying to just barrage me with information to try and force me to buy from them. I probably won't do business with them at any other time anyway. They just destroy your reputation.
So just to clarify, Alan, have you set up a folder, like an automated protocol, that if an email from X goes straight to a folder?
Into that folder? If somebody else goes into the same folder and I've got that becomes, or I just send it straight to my delete folder.
Yeah, right.
And so, as they say, don't go past go, but don't collect 200. That's virtually what I'm doing with it. I treating it like Monopoly.
Yeah.
They'll just go straight to my delete folder, and if they're incessant, then you can set it up so that it automatically deletes anything. It doesn't even go to your delete folder; it just destroys it straight away. It never comes into your inbox.
Yeah, right.
And that's where it's getting to.
Sorry, Angie, you were about to say something.
I was going to say what I find really difficult is when, you know, how people put you into funnels. And, you know, and they put you into various funnels. So I have unsubscribed from people, but they wouldn't stop because I'm in so many different funnels that they would keep sending me, and I would have to unsubscribe 4 or 5 times because they don't have that button that says, you know, unsubscribe from all communication. It's just, you just unsubscribe, and then there are 4 other funnels that I'm in that I have to also separately subscribe from. I've just had that.
But even the unsubscribe thing, sometimes some of them you go to, yes, I want to you hit unsubscribe, and it takes you to another page. Do you want to adjust how we communicate with you?
Exactly.
I want you to
No.
Yeah, it's yeah, and you're not sure whether you've unsubscribed or not, even though they say, "Oh yes, you've been unsubscribed." But yeah, trust no one.
So in some marketing, well, if somebody say buys a product or a course for, in my case, there might be a follow-up email after they've finished, and there might be something else giving them a further offer, but it's not going to be incessant. Or if they're booked into my calendar, one of the things is to make sure that they get the message of, you know, they're booked in, they want to talk to me, but did that go into their system properly? So they get a reminder a day before, that the 24 hours before, 12 hours before, and I think it's 1 hour before.
Yeah,
it's 3 emails. They're just reminders on that. That's easy. It's a bank flick. Don't need to worry
that's
about
fair
it.
enough.
But when they're long emails with so much text and other things in, again, we were talking before about emojis and abbreviations. Well, I just use in my own head TLDR. Too long, didn't read. If you send me a long email, that's the thing that goes through my head straight away. And if you're continually sending it to me, I will send it back with just those 4 initials and nothing else.
I've never heard of that one. It's great.
Yeah.
Too long didn't read.
Yeah. I've actually had clients who were, you know, like high up on the corporate ladder, who do not read emails if there's anything below the subject lines. The only thing they read is the subject line. So if I wanted to communicate with them, I had to pack everything into the subject line because they wouldn't open it otherwise.
Wow. Well, that's not a bad idea in a way, is it? Because
saves you lots of time, I tell you that.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, when computers were first became the thing, the word was, oh yes, we're going to have all this leisure time with computers. Quite the opposite. We don't have any leisure time because we're dealing with bloody emails and mountains of tsunamis of them. It's appalling.
The other thing is, and my attitude to it is that only look at the emails twice a day. Around about early morning, and then around about 3 in the afternoon. Anything after that, too late, waits till the next day. It's the same thing with all the other social media stuff. We've just got too much stuff coming through, and so you just got to be selective.
Do either or both of you find that because the rhythms of the email communication marketing thing, do you find that you are getting caught up in that and having to do that to some extent as well?
No, I don't.
No. I'm finding with some of the things that I've been doing, one of the things I was involved with, sharing other people's material, and they were sharing mine. And I've tried that, but I'm actually pulling back from that because one of the things I realized, that people in my database, in my CRM, came in because they were interested in the things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I've now started pulling back from doing the sharing of other people. So I've got a commitment to one more to do. And after that, unless I'm involved in that particular event, I'm not going to be sharing that information. But I'm very selective about how far apart I send those messages out to people.
Right.
You know, when people send it out, they whack you in the morning, they hit you in the afternoon, they go the next day, etc. That is overkill to the point that it's almost yelling at you. I look at the frequency of them as the tone of voice the person's using. When they're coming through really fast, the person's yelling. And I don't listen to anybody who yells.
No, indeed. Well, the other aspect of this is some marketing emails. You think, oh, that's an interesting topic, and then you start reading it, and it goes like for 3 pages, and there's no way in the world we've got time to read that stuff.
TLDR.
But like, who bothers? And so why do people do that? Yeah, the extreme is put it all in the subject line. The other extreme is have 3 or 5 page email that no one's going to read anyway. So
I think I flipped into the opposite now. What I do is I mean, the email is still, I don't know if you're on my mailing list, but my new, I just I think I overcompensated because I get so many emails. So I don't want to add. I used to do a weekly newsletter, and then it became a fortnightly newsletter. And now I think it's a 2 monthly newsletter. And it's basically an update of what I've been up to. It's invitations. It's a little bit of information, like some tips or something. And I talked to a CRM expert and marketing expert, and she said, that's not enough, and what's the value for people if they read what you've been up to? And I'm like, but isn't that the purpose of a newsletter? Isn't it, telling people what you're up to and giving them maybe a little practical information?
Yeah.
It's not a sales thing, it's just stay connected. And I have an opening rate of about 35%, which I think in this day and age is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to send out. I mean, I used to write all of these high quality newsletters with tips and everything.
Yeah.
And the opening rate was nothing like it. But now, and I could probably write more, but I do social media, I do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
There's only so much time in the day.
Yeah,
and I also need the time to work with clients and not just send more information out that nobody wants to have.
Well, indeed. And it's like posting. Now you've got to post every day. A few months ago it was
Twice,
Monday,
3 days.
Yeah, once 3 days a week. Now you've got to post every day. Yeah, bloody hell! And it changed in 5 minutes anyway. I can't keep up. So you got to do what feels right. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And what suits our ethics and our ethical personalities and professionalism.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't go out in the middle of the street and go, hey folks, buy my stuff to anybody walking past. So it's the equivalent, sending emails out to everybody.
Well, if we look at the amount of information that's coming through, I can't remember what the stats were, but many years ago, 20, 30 years ago, they talked about how many newspapers equivalent of information we would read every day. And it was astronomical.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
today,
crazy.
and that went up at an exponential rate every year.
Yeah.
More than doubled each year. So the amount of information that's been thrown at us all the time is one of the reasons why it's taking so many touch points to get action from people, because there's just the overdoing of everything, the overboard.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of I'm
Cutting through
starting
the
to look
noise.
at, well, who material do I really want to look at? Who do I really want to be associated with?
Yeah.
And being more selective in the emails and the people that I'm actually subscribed to. So I'm unsubscribing to people left, right, and center, especially those that have put me on their database that I've never spoken to them before. I'm not connected on LinkedIn, Facebook, or anything else.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things too. If you do get one of those, it's a warning for everybody. You get a message and it has unsubscribe at the bottom, and you never subscribed to it in the first place. If you hit the unsubscribe, sometimes it subscribes you into their system.
I just put them into junk.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Just delete them.
I've got a question for you. I meet with people and I've got a network and I get subscribed to their email lists without giving them permission, just because I have given them my card. And some people I'm friendly with and I network with, and I have never, I mean, I don't put people on my mailing list, which probably means that mine is much smaller than everybody else's. But I get this all the time. I give somebody a card and woof, I'm on their mailing list. I know that that's not legal, but people do it anyways. But we know each other. You want to know what I'm up to, don't you? No. And then how do you unsubscribe from that without offending the person?
Yeah, well, the unsubscribe, they put you on. It's just a matter of hitting the unsubscribe. You offend somebody who wasn't considering your situation in the first place, wasn't respecting you. Well, they've got to expect it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I look at it and go, right, well, on mine, if somebody books into my calendar to have a talk with me, it actually says on there that I'm going to put them into my CRM, because if I don't, they're not going to get the notifications of when they're due to talk to me. So they will go into it at that point.
Yeah.
And so they may get messages later on. But if they hit the unsubscribe on the emails, it automatically goes through and puts do not disturb, so D&D. So no emails will go out, which means if they inbook into my calendar, they won't even get those. They
Yeah.
won't get notified. They won't get the link or anything else.
My understanding was that if you exchange business cards, implicit in that is that you've given each other contact details, and then it's not illegal to contact.
Not in that situation, I don't know if the laws have changed, but I don't think it wasn't when that used to be the protocol. If you gave someone your business card, you're giving permission for them to contact you and keep in touch.
Yeah.
But what the rules are today, especially with the anti-spam and everything else, I know there was a lot of changes, especially through Europe. And so that'd be something that people would have to go out and check.
Yeah, well, tell us if you know, put it in the comments, because my understanding is that you have to give somebody express permission to put them on your mailing list.
Oh, okay.
You have to give them whatever. Anyway, yeah.
Or accept a condition on when they've got, like as I said, into my booking calendar. It's going to say that if they book it with me, they're put into the CRM. If they go with booking, they've actually accepted it.
Yeah. Mine does separating out, like tick here if you want me to be able to communicate with you about logistical stuff and all of that. And then here, tick here if you would like to receive my newsletter.
Okay.
So people have a choice right from the start.
And if they tick the box that says, yes, I'd like to get your newsletter, then they are effectively on your mailing list. And
they are.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And that they're interested in the things that you've got, and therefore you're sending information to them. If they come out of that, well, they tell you they don't want to do, not interested in your stuff. Well, that's when I delete them from the CRM.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's fine. Anyway, thank you, Bo.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bridges of respect, because that's what it is. Again, we're talking about respect. So building bridges of respect, one conversation at a time. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Dr. Chris. And we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.